preparing the materials and, joining us on this journey together. So to begin, let's have someone introducing the introduction for this project.
Okay, let me share the screen first.
Alright, Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. I'm sorry if there's background noises behind me because there's some event happening. So if you can't hear what I say, please do so. Kalau tak boleh dengar apa yang saya cakap, boleh ni lah, sama ada cakap dalam chat box ataupun terus voice ya. Alright, so for the introduction of Biocompose Point to Solve, we are students from Biotech, a faculty from University Putra Malaysia, kerjasama dengan AFOB Malaysia and also Setia Ekohetu Precinct 2. So for the introduction of this program, next slide please. So of course, if you want to know about biocompose, right? So you need to know the definition of the compost. Anda semua perlu tahulah tentang apa itu biocompose. So biocompose is an aerobic which requires oxygen process of recycling organic matters such as leaves and food waste into fertilizer that can help to enrich the soil. Where secara asasnya, biocompose ni adalah satu proses aerobik yang memerlukan oksigen dalam mengitas semula bahan organik seperti daun dan sisa makanan menjadi baja yang boleh membantu memperkayakan tanah. So, jadi kompos ni adalah satu bahan yang boleh dijadikan juga sebagai fertilizer ataupun baja. So, there are several elements that we need to have to make biocompose, such as the water, the air, microorganism, the worm, and also the organic matters. So of course, the water, all of the communities already have and the air can be obtained just from letting the compose, and then the microorganism can be obtained from the materials and also from the soil itself, and the worm was added into the soil. Jadi yang bahan organik itu seperti jadi kita salah tanah, sisa makanan ataupun daun kering lah. Dan seterusnya bahan-bahan ini semua akan dicampurkan dan dijadikan sebagai baja. So that's all from me. I'll pass to Fatihah next.
Okay, so next slide. Okay, so for the method part, I'm sure everyone has done the compost right. So I will explain what to do after making the biocompost. Okay, so after you pile up everything, as shown in the demonstration video that we gave, you need to water the compost and leave it under the sunlight. Okay, kena siram dan letak di bawah cahaya matahari. Then you need to monitor your compost. Okay, kena perhatikan compost tu setiap hari. Make sure that the compost does not expose to too much rain or too much sunlight. Okay, kalau hujan lebat atau matahari terlalu panas, pastikan compost tu dipindahkan di bawah tempat yang teduh. Because we don't want our compost to be too wet or too dry. Kompos kita tidak boleh terlalu basah atau terlalu kering. Okay, so yeah. So every week you need to water and turn your compost. Yeah. Basically, you need to maintain the moisture of your compost. As I said, it must be not too wet or too dry. Okay, pastikan compost tu sentiasa lembab tidak terlalu basah dan tidak terlalu kering. You also need to turn your compost at least 2 times a week. Okay, bolak-balikan compost tu, campur seminggu 2 kali. Okay, 2 times a week every week. So how to know your compost is moist? You can simply like grab some of the compost and squeeze the compost like in your palm. Then there should be no or little drops of water come out from the compost. Okay, genggam dalam tangan, then dia mesti tak ada atau sikit saja air yang keluar. Like kalau banyak air keluar, maksudnya compost tu terlalu basah. And if you see the compost becomes too dry, you need to water it. Okay, then you need to update your compost in the WhatsApp group every week. Okay, maybe on Saturday or Sunday. Next slide. So after about 30 days, your compost should be ready to harvest and use for your plant. Okay, selepas lebih kurang 30 hari, compost sudah boleh digunakan. So how to check if your compost is ready? The compost will be dark brown, moist and not smelly. Okay, dia akan jadi coklat gelap, lembab dan tidak berbau busuk. Tidak berbau busuk maksudnya tidak berbau seperti sisa makanan. Yeah, I think that's all from me. I will pass to Dina to explain the timeline.
Okay, thank you, Fatiha. Can you guys hear me? Okay, alright.
Yes.
So basically, this is the timeline of our project. So just to get us on the track. So basically, jadi kita plan our project based on weeks. So minggu pertama, which is 28 bulan November yang dah lepas, kami telah memberikan infographic and also stated the materials needed for the compost preparation. And then right now, which is week 2, so right now we are on week 2. So the dates beside the week number is actually the date for Monday, like every starting week. Okay. So for this week, we are doing weekly updates and also online meeting, which is right now. So for the next week, which is week 3 and week 4, 12 Disember sampai 19 Disember, basically is the compost period, and we also gonna do the weekly updates through the WhatsApp, and maybe if needed, we will conduct online meeting as well. And finally, for week 5, which is for the starting day is 26 December. Please take note because this is the week where we will actually harvest the final product, which is our compost. So basically on that week also we have a short sharing session on ways that the compost can be used. And then for the following week, which is week 6, basically we will have exhibition and closing ceremony. So as you guys know, for our class, biotechnology, we have multiple groups. So for this group, we have our project is compost, but other groups we have probably they did cleaning paste and all that. So basically we will combine all the groups and did closing ceremony and do closing ceremony. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. So everyone have any questions?
So that's the briefing about our biocompose. So does everyone has any questions about the biocompose, or does anyone want to share about their
Hi, can you hear me?
problems that they are facing until now? Yeah.
I just wanted to ask for the landscape waste. Is it okay if like it's a mixture of like the green one still, or is it like purely like has to be like like wilted already? Bae, don't laugh, Bae. Please don't laugh.
It is okay for having the green one, but the majority should be the red one.
Oh, okay, alright. Thank you.
Any other questions? So if there's no questions, means I just want to remind some stuff. Like after each week, please share your images of the biocompose so that we can see if it's going on a correct way or not. And then just update anything. If you have any questions or anything, just update in the group. So that's all.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to this meeting, especially at like late at night, at like 9:50. So we really appreciate it. We hope that you guys have a great night ahead.
Thank
We will
you.
share the information. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Bye bye.